Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about my top 3 favorite types of homes in Seattle, Washington. And by types of homes I mean architectural design. So if you're interested in knowing and seeing what that looks like, stay tuned. Hi guys, my name is Dictado and welcome back to the Living in Seattle YouTube channel. It's my goal to share with you guys what it's like to eat, live, work, play in Seattle, Washington. I am a licensed real estate broker here, so if you have any questions about living in Seattle or if you're thinking about relocating to Seattle, please don't hesitate and feel free to reach out to us at that information here below. I do answer questions every day about what it's like to live, eat, work, play in Seattle, Washington, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. I've definitely got your back when you're thinking about moving to Seattle, Washington. Alright, so let's get right into this week's video. I want to go over with you guys my top 3 types of homes in Seattle, Washington. And this list is completely biased. I'm going to be talking to you about my favorite architectural designs here in Seattle, Washington. And all of these homes that I'm going to share with you, you can find in just about every neighborhood in and around Seattle. And so let's get started. Number 1 on my list and number 1 in my heart is the Craftsman style of home. It's a home that you will see in just about every neighborhood in Seattle, Washington. To me, the Craftsman embodies sort of the all-American home. It's characterized by open living areas, open front porch, modest size, and is considered the working man's home. This architectural design grew out of the arts and crafts movement of the late 19th century and was in response to the Industrial Revolution. Some of the other characteristics you'll find within a Craftsman home are built-in shelving, exposed ceiling, and roof rafters. Typically in a Craftsman, you'll find 3 colors that kind of wrap up the home. The body of the home typically are warm autumnal colors like browns, greens, rusts, and things of that kind of color palette, and that will pair with a very contrasting accent piece or accent color, typically a white or off-white, and then you'll have another smaller accent color to help things kind of come together, if you will. And these colors pair very nicely with wood and stone materials on the exterior of the home. That all really kind of ties in the aesthetic for a Craftsman. Craftsman color schemes are simple but still very attractive, and the trim is a good contrast. Again, usually a white or off-white that provides some medium contrast. Back in the day, they left all the flashier colors to, say, the Victorians and those types of homes. These types of homes were built in and around the 1920s and 1930s here in Seattle. And one fun fact, back in the day, you could order a Craftsman style home from the Sears and Roebuck catalog, and they would ship it out to you, and you could build it or have one of your buddies build it for you on site. So I found that to be very interesting, considering the fact that Craftsman homes now are pretty popular and one of the best sellers in the area. A well-done Craftsman now can fetch you easily up to $1 million, depending on the size, location, and all that good stuff. But a well-done, well-maintained Craftsman, even in its greatest glory, will get you 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. But literally here in West Seattle, where I live, I saw a Craftsman that needed all of the cosmetic updates, probably needed new flooring, or at least flooring that could be sanded and redone. Kitchen had already kind of crumbled you need new cabinets and all that. It was good square footage, probably about 2,500 square feet. A complete remodel and upgrade needed. This home sold for $950,000. So if that gives you an example of how long lasting these types of homes are and sort of the nostalgic effect they have, that's a great example. I truly love an awesome Craftsman for all of its vintage and all of its open living area that it provides now for the modern family. So Craftsman, number one to me and in my heart. Yeah. All right, guys, number two on my list is the MidCentury Modern. This home had its heyday in the 1950s and 1960s. The MidCentury Modern architecture is minimalist and emphasizes the natural surroundings of the home. It became really popular after the Second World War, and I love this home because it really matches what the people and families are looking for nowadays when they shop for homes, and that's the open living area and shared spaces. These homes are characterized by their huge oversized windows. Most of them have high ceilings and exposed beams that are really, really attractive, sleek, angular lines. And again, like the open livingness of these homes is what is very, very attractive nowadays. Not to mention these homes let in so much light, and that's one thing that we really try and emphasize here in the Northwest, especially when sometimes you have and you run into those dark, dreary fall and winter days. When you get the sunlight, you really want to incorporate that into your home, and so I feel like the MidCentury Modern allows for that, and so it's a great type of home to be looking for here in Seattle. And I can tell you right now, this type of home, when it's really, really well done, gets you top dollar, and that's because it's open again. The angular and sleek lines are very popular, and the size it affords you, even if we're talking about a 1,200 or 1,500 square foot MidCentury Modern, that open living area really feels much bigger. And when you add the tall ceilings to that, it makes the room feel even bigger. So you get a lot of bang for your buck, in my opinion, with this type of home. And yeah, just one of my favorites design-wise. You can really make it pop with nice natural finishes and accents like that, like hardwood and even some of that stone flooring that they had back in the day. So this home, from a design standpoint, one of my favorites to look at and to take my clients into. And again, you can find this home in just about every neighborhood here in Seattle, Washington. But when it's really well done, expect to see this on the top of the list and expect to pay top dollar for this home in this area. All right, guys, so last but not least on my list, the Northwest Modern or the Northwest Contemporary. I feel like this home pulls design elements from both my favorite, the Craftsman, and also the MidCentury Modern. They definitely incorporate the big, tall windows in this type of build. And I think living in the Northwest, especially in Seattle, you've got to find a way to incorporate all of that extra sunlight that you get in this area. And also, even when you have those gray, kind of dreary days, it's still nice to have those big open windows and get some natural light in the home. They also incorporate a lot of the sleek lines that the MidCentury Modern has. So I feel like this is the perfect blend of traditional Craftsman and the 1950s and 1960s MidCentury Modern. To me, it's the best of both worlds, and I feel like most new builds now from developers are becoming and turning into these Northwest Moderns that look really, really great. They're very attractive. The curb appeal here is fantastic. When you see them, you drive up, it doesn't feel like you're one of those typical box mansions that we see all of these builders trying to put up and achieve the most square footage. The Northwest Modern has a ton of character. Again, I love the high ceilings in this home, and just the shout outs it gives to the MidCentury Modern, and also the woodwork that we see in the Craftsman homes. These Northwest Contemporaries also bring that element in. So they mix a lot of like the the sleekness with that kind of rustic and natural feel in a home, which to me, again, best of both worlds, and it really embodies kind of what the Northwest feels like when you're living in it. So third on my list, Northwest Modern, pretty damn unique, and one of my favorite things to show clients, walk through, and kind of be at awe at, because these designers, these architectural designs nowadays are so inclusive. And yeah, so without rambling on too much more, my favorite top 3 homes and architectural designs in Seattle, Washington. Almost forgot, if you guys liked what you saw here today, please feel free to comment, leave me any suggestions or any other video ideas that you guys might want me to focus on. Also, please like and subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way for us and helps us know that we're on the right track here. So thanks again, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Sometimes you wanna go.